Oh, and one other thing is when you zoom into your pictures, remember when I was checking focus? Let's go and find a big image. Africa had some big images. And let's go to read this image here. You remember how you can hit spacebar to view your image full screen, and if you hit spacebar again, it brings you up to 100% view, which with an image this big might take a moment for it to load the preview. But spacebar toggled between fit in window and 100% view. It's just taking a while for it to switch on this huge of an image. And to get out of this and get back to the grid of images, you press the letter G. Well, when we're zoomed in on an image, there's something that is useful here. Let's zoom in on this. I'll show you what it is. You can click within your image to scroll around if you'd like. But another way of doing this is the navigator. If you look at the navigator, anytime you have an image where you zoomed up to 100% view or something close to it, if you look at the navigator, there's going to be a rectangle that represents how much of the image you're currently viewing. And you can just click somewhere else and it'll bring you there. So if I wanted to look at what's here versus here versus here, or I can just drag that around to navigate. So you're not limited to clicking within your image to move around. I can instead come over here and say, hey, what does this guy look like over here? Okay, what about this guy? And check them all out, or just drag that around. And if you've never been to Africa, it's crazy to see something like this. It's like, especially when they look right at you, like this guy. And I'm in a vehicle that has no roof, it has no sides, and there's like no one to my right, no one to my left, because I want to be able to shoot out both sides. And then they'll get up and they'll start walking towards you, and just suddenly you're going to have this coming at you, and they'll walk within a foot of you. You could spit on them if you wanted to. Not that I would. And it's pretty crazy. So if you ever get a chance to go to Africa, to the true wild, it's pretty crazy.
And what park were you in, just out of curiosity?
Karen would know. My brain is not on, not thinking about what park.
What country you were in?
Hold on a second. We went to Zimbabwe, and we went to, I'm most likely in Zimbabwe there. Okay. My brain can't do math, navigation, and remembering very simple things, whatever I'm teaching.
That's a fair exchange.
Yeah, so cool. All right, so those are just a few of the things. Now let's get into something completely different. I want to be able to track where my images are. Like when you asked, where were these images taken? Well, on the top of my head right now, I can't remember. Ask me tonight. After the thing's done, I'll completely be able to remember. I'll tell you what park we were in and all that kind of stuff. But I could have remembered had I put this stuff on a map. So I'm going to go down to a different folder, if I can find one here. Let's see if I can find it overall. I was expecting to see different images that I'm not seeing at the moment. Ah, there they are. Just take me a moment. There it is, map. It was under export. All right, here I have a series of images that I shot in California. And I can remember off the top of my head where most of them were shot, but I'd like to be able to visually show you because I won't be able to describe it to you. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on a particular set of images. Here we have the gum wall. I know you guys have a gum wall in Seattle. Do you know where it is? Yeah. Well, this is the gum wall in San Luis Obispo. It's pretty crazy. Yeah. I've been to both gum walls. It's not that I'm a gum wall aficionado or anything, but
I think that one might trump the Seattle gum wall.
Oh, it's much bigger. There's more going behind me too and stuff. That's pretty crazy, and it goes up many stories. It's like people bring ladders and stuff. I don't quite get it. So anyway, I'm going to select these three images, and I just want to remember where they were. So I'm going to click on the map module by going to the top of my screen, clicking on the word map. The first time I bring it up, it will have